This is the Post Up with DJ Treacy Treese. I'm running my mouth on everything hot in sports, news, drama, and whatever is blowing up the timeline. Let's get into it. What's going on? Congratulations to you. Welcome to another episode of the Post Up. It's me, DJ Treacy Treese, and I am here always running my mouth about sports, y'all. And I got my homie with me, Mykell Mathieu from the LA Sparks Weekly Show. Big homie from Infinity TV. We just was watching the game. We just got done with the press conference. So we decided to pop up here for the first time and do a little bit of a crossover. So welcome, Mykell, to the Post Up.
No, I appreciate you, man. You know, it's the LA Sparks Weekly thing, baby. So we got to talk about it. Had a big game today. Didn't quite go the way that we wanted, but, you know, I can't wait to talk more about it.
All right, man. Let's just jump right straight into it. So we needed this game. We've been saying every game is a must win. We needed this game, but me and you were just talking before this. Like, listen, we were cool with splitting the two the entire time. I did think we had a chance to compete against the Atlanta Dream after that first quarter. I'm like, man, we about to at least make it a close game, but man, we really slid in that third quarter. What was your thoughts?
No. Man, it really started that second quarter. Like you said, it started off, I was texting you like, hey, 10-0 run to start the game. Things looking good. Once I got word, no Alicia Gray, they got a great opportunity to win this game. And that they allowed them to finish that quarter on a 26-14 run. And then the second quarter, they couldn't really get any shots to go down. And then they couldn't get no stops. And if you look at the game, that was the quarter. They lost the first quarter by 2. They tied in the third. They won the fourth by 1. It was getting down that second quarter that set them back, and they couldn't creep all the way up to steal a game like they did versus the Storm.
Right, because that's what we're going to have to steal all these games. I'm expecting all of it to be very, very close because that's just where we are in the season. Everybody's playing for something. Atlanta has already secured their playoff spot, but they want a higher seed. So nobody's just out here tanking, which I hate. But, you know, like let some of these little guys get a game. Atlanta, you already good. You know where you going to be pretty much, but they battling the aces for their spots for a higher seed. So I understand what's happening there, but I think we were just really missing our offense. We were really missing our offense. And even KP said, she's like, man, that second quarter was just rough.
Facts. Hey, DJ, I hate to say it because we've been giving so much love to this lady the whole season, but she has kind of hurt us down the stretch, and that's Azurá Stevens.
Yeah.
She went from someone that we're like, hey, she better be near the top of your discussion when it's coming about the most improved player. These last few games, she's not being aggressive. I don't know if it's her or if the defenses are trying taking away stuff, but she's not even getting the shot attempts up. I believe she had 5 points in this game. Why they were dangerous when they made their run to get to where they are now is because of the fearsome foursome. That's Azurá, that's Dearica Hamby, that's Rickea Jackson, that's Kelsey Plum. When one of those four ain't doing it, now you're depending on Julie Alamon to possibly score more, Cameron Brink to possibly score more, Ray Burrell to possibly score more, and they haven't been consistent with it. It hurts them, and that's why the offense hasn't looked as lights out as it was during their hot streak because Azurá has struggled, and it's really hurting the team.
I think Azurá's struggles come from her now hyper focusing on defense, because if you notice in the last couple games, she had 10 rebounds. You feel me? I think she's trying to step into a gap more defensively, and she's just not as open as she was offensively. Now that will require her to be a little bit more aggressive. So, maybe it's just that. And also the run of teams that we had is some aggressive games. It was a couple fights, you know what I mean, that we thought was going to materialize from these. So it's the physicality. So you got the physicality, the increased defensive awareness, and maybe she's not getting as many touches. Now, Rickea Jackson played pretty well tonight, but I wanted that 3-ball to fall much, much more just for the Sparks in general, but really with Rickea, because she had a couple open ones that was almost down, but just rattled out.
No, yeah, and I noticed with this game, they talked about it on the telecast for the Sparks. Like, hey, 3-point shooting for both of these teams. The teams that like to get them up, who's going to make the most? I believe that Atlanta made 10 plus. The Sparks only made like 5 or 6, and that's a big advantage. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
a 15-point advantage, 18-point advantage you can get just from 3-point shooting alone. And the Sparks just didn't make them tonight. So the hope is that, hey, y'all got us this game. Maybe they'll fall the next game because they have to make the 3 ball to keep up with a team like Atlanta.
Yeah, and we saw some of our rookies get some burn today. Like I'm glad that coach is letting the bench come out a little bit more. But for me, at this point, I want to see the starters for 40 minutes. I don't
Fact.
know. I not that I don't want to see Sanaya Fagan actually had a point there. Hey, what's going on, Maya Boo? And coming in through the thing here, talking about some the not using the bench more is hurting us has been an issue. Yes, it's been an issue, but now we using the bench, and how effective has the bench been? Like let's talk about that.
Now ain't the time for the bench to be used because these games really count. If you was gonna use the bench, Maya Boo, that should have happened earlier. That should have happened when the team was trying to find their way. Now you got your 8 players, the starting 5, and then Ray, Cameron Brink, and it looks like Sarah Ashley Barker is going to be getting more burn. Those 3, and then Julie Van Loo. I don't know what happened with her minutes tonight, but I guess that's your 9 players. But that's who's set, and that's who has to perform. You just have to put pressure on the starters in the top 9 to play defense and finding ways to score buckets. Like all of the shoulda, coulda, woulda is gone. We need to make it happen right now, or we're gonna be watching the playoffs from the couches like DJ and I.
Hey man, and I'm gonna be in that New York Liberty jersey, mad and frustrated because now I'd have missed it. But the last couple of games, Julie Van Loo's minutes have decreased. I will say that she's down to 2 minutes. There was one game where she had 17 minutes and scored 0 points. But today it's 2 minutes and 0 points. But Alyssa Peely got some burn too. She scored. So that's effective. Sanaya Fagan scored. Everybody on the bench put up some points. It's just double digits. I'm single digits, and we needed at least 3 to 4 players to be in double digits to contend with Atlanta in that 3 ball.
Yeah, and it looks like if you look at the minutes, 11 for Sarah Ashley, 21 for Ray Burrell, 11 for Cameron Brink. A lot of it was on the starters, and 18 and 7 is nice for KP. She broke the record for most assists in a season today for a Los Angeles Sparks, so kudos to her. But at this time, you need more than just some. You need more, and they just getting it. 15 from Rickea. We need that to be at 22. You know what I'm saying? If KP is going to get 7 assists, and then
it's really Azurá Stevens. We missing that. Azurá Stevens.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Triple D coming back to the show. What up, homie? So if Azurá Stevens and Julie Alamon played a little bit better. Now, Julie Alamon did have 5 assists. She has been doing her thing, but she don't seem like herself. I think we've been watching a lot of her just dribbling around the perimeter and not taking
more aggressive
shots. Man, she can shoot that 3 ball. It's like, girl, I don't want you miss. The teams is giving you so much space that at this point you gotta shoot just because they trying to play you, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then she has to be aggressive as if, oh, you want to play me like this? I'm going to make a little move and get to the basket and score. Like, she's going to have to do more. Somebody's going to have to help if Azurá isn't scoring. So I need to see everybody playing with their hair on fire. Yeah. It's time to show up and try to play like mad women out there because it's like we have a chance. The Sparks win the last 4 games, they are getting into the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's like, are they waiting for that though, Mykell? Like, are they building us up to that? Because tonight's effort, it just didn't feel like that for me. And it's a Wednesday. I had 7 meetings today. You feel me? I had 7 meetings. I worked out this morning, and the Sparks got a game tonight. So I get tired. But if I had my post game on the season, like on the line tonight, I kind of would be playing with a little bit, at least more energy. I think we kind of gave up. I kind of felt like we was going to lose, and then it started looking like we was going to lose, and we lost.
And some of it maybe, DJ, is the fact that they know, hey, we play this same team on Friday. It looked like they got us tonight,
Yeah,
right? So we don't. That's why I think Coach kind of emptied the bench because it's like it
I'm
looked
with
like they
you.
got us tonight. So let's save some on Friday. Go look at the tape Thursday, see what we can do, and then come back Friday and go crazy because it was a winnable game. Like there's no word if they're. I don't think Atlanta is going to rush Alicia Gray back. They probably
Yep.
going to think again Friday. Oh, we can
Because they
beat them
already
without her.
but they already got to win. You know what I mean? They
Oh
secured
yeah.
the two wins against the Sparks ain't really about to make or break their season. It's
Mm-hmm.
not. So
They're battling for that second spot though. That's the only reason why that they're still like, hey,
they
if we
one
can
game
win.
behind. Let's look at the stats.
No, they are they're a half game above Las Vegas.
Just a half.
Which yeah, just a half. So Las Vegas, they're right there. They need to figure it out because we do not want Vegas playing Asia and them the whole game, that last game. We need them to be resting and
Right.
be like, hey, we're
We
kicking it.
catching a
Sparks.
stray. The Sparks catching
Yeah.
a stray. We ain't got nothing to do with this Atlanta Las Vegas beef, y'all. We are battling for the bottom. We waiting on the Indiana Fever to
Man.
lose out of the game, the tournament. You
Facts.
feel me? So it's like, which is we should talk about because the Sparks are now 19-21. Indiana is 21-20. If we would have won tonight, that would have really pushed us up.
Yeah. Because
It,
both of those teams got cause I pulled them both up for Seattle. Both of those teams have 2 games remaining. Liberty, and they're both at home for Seattle. Liberty and Valkyrie. I can see them easily losing both of those games.
losing both
To
of them
be
games,
honest,
yeah.
yeah. By how they're playing right now, like I can really see them losing those games. I'm trying to see the last. Like they haven't played the Valkyrie since July 16th. So
I think the Valkyrie
that's a
gonna win that
long.
matchup, yo. The
I'm
Valkyrie are
thinking,
playing crazy.
and they haven't played New York since July 6th, and they won those 2 games. But
They
how?
had Ari McDonald and all the people who hadn't
Yeah,
ACLs yet.
and then Seattle just hasn't been playing as strong, right? So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, if they lose both of those games, I think the Sparks are in a good spot to
Yep.
at least catch them because I don't see the Sparks losing more than 2
One more
games
game.
here. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like if they, because right now they're at 21, I think that at the very least they find a way to win 3 straight games in the season, which
Yeah.
that Mercury game could be tough because they might still have something to play for. That's why it's so important that Friday they pick up this win because you want to say, hey, if 22 losses might be where we have to max out at,
Yeah.
so we only can lose one of these last 4. And for the Fever, they finished the season with Chicago, which I'm hoping Angel and them girls show up and try to beat
I
them
don't know.
up.
It's a lot going on in the media right now with Angel
No,
and her
facts.
teammates. So I mean,
Facts.
hopefully Chicago win and they playing with a
Yeah.
vengeance and trying to rally together.
And then that last game is at Washington. Oh, they have 3 more games. So they have Chicago, at Washington, and at Minnesota.
The
So
Seattle Storm?
no, that's for the Fever.
The Fever, okay.
Mm-hmm. So I can see easily going 1-2 or 2-1, and that will put them at 23-21, which it's like okay, like
Well, we
21
got
loss.
the tiebreaker on the Fever and
Yeah,
on
Fever. So we want them to
yeah.
at least get 21 losses, and once they get there, like, hey, Sparks is on y'all. This is y'all
Yeah,
season.
it's because if they get to 21 losses and we can win out, I
Yeah,
want to win out. I want to go on an
Yeah.
epic run. I want it to be the story. You feel me? Like I am on that right now. I'm
a
like
Cinderella story, huh?
Cinderella story. Everybody loves the underdog. Nobody thought we could make it. We lost that game in Atlanta. I want Kelsey Plum to be telling this story on a documentary when we
To
go
her
into
kid.
right. We go on a deep playoff run that nobody saw coming. But that would be cool to get the 8th seed and then knock off the Lynx, which is, a really crazy thing to even say out loud. And I would never say that was my prediction, but that would be a dope story.
But just to get into the playoffs, because that was a goal of theirs coming
Yep.
into the season. Coach Lynn Roberts was like, hey, we want to try to get into the playoffs. We feel we got the team to do that. So getting into the playoffs will be key. But if they don't, they can blame nothing but themselves because they got it handed to them. It's like, hey, you win 3 of your last 4, or you win your last 4, you have a good chance of getting into the playoffs.
Yep.
But one game that's going to haunt me for a long time, especially if they don't make it, is that home game against the Fever. They lost by 1 point. Odyssey hit some big shots. That right there could be the difference. Because right now they will be sitting at 20-20 if they would have won that game.
Wow. We would be
they'll be at 500, while the Fever would be what, 20-21, where they'll be like, hey, y'all good. Y'all just have to win 3 of these last 4. Now it's like you almost have to win all 4.
We're desperate right now, and that's cool, especially for the fan base. And a lot of people have been complaining and being like, "Oh, coach this, coach that," but you got to think, we lost 30 games last year. Like we weren't even having no show to talk about no probabilities of no chances and looking at nobody's schedule last year. We was just like, well, what are we doing for the summer?
We're looking at who we can draft.
Exactly. Like, dang, let's start tanking. So who's your player of the game, Mykell? We usually do this on the LA Sparks Weekly Show for all of y'all who are on listening to the post up here and are new to the format. We do a player of the game before and after, but we just did a post game show. So, Mykell, who you got?
Player of the game, man, I'm gonna go with the one and only. We like to call her emergency contact. She has been the player that you can depend on. You know what I'm saying? We call emergency contact because that person on your emergency contact, you call them, they're gonna be there to pick you up and get you out of school. You call Dearica, she gonna show up and she gonna perform. 21 points, 4 assists, 9 rebounds. She did her part. She didn't back down from Brianna Jones and Brittany Griner. She did her part. So that would be the player I feel is the player of the game.
Facts. And I'm using the same player, of course, because I don't bet against Dearica Hamby. I don't make a habit of that. But also, too, like, just the energy. You know what I mean? It was a couple hustle plays. She was doing some jump hooks. She was bringing out everything I feel like she had in her bag to try to cut the lead, to try to gain the momentum, to try to stop the team. So, like Coach Lynn said, okay, cool, they got us this game. You know, they got a lot of weapons. They use their bench a lot, but I think we got the matchup figured out. Nobody's looking like we're, panicked at all. Again, too, because other people's misfortunes, these unintended consequences are kind of happening to us. But the Sparks still have a chance, Sparks fans. Don't give up hope. Watch like crazy. This is the time where it's fun to be a fan. It's exciting. You got that little anxiety. I'll be at the game just praying, God, please let us win.
I told people that on my show, the Mykell Mathieu show. I said, hey, I don't know what y'all do, voodoo or y'all pray, but y'all need to send some for the Sparks to get in these playoffs, because we love to cover a Los Angeles Sparks playoff series. Like, that'll be so much fun. But my final thing will be, hopefully this can catch the eyes of the players of the Sparks. Man, y'all need to play like this is it. Like, we're not going to have any more games the rest of the way until next season if we don't pick up these wins, to where they need to play until exhaustion for the top 5, top 8 players, because, man, this is it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all lose, y'all should look at it. If y'all lose a game, we eliminated.
That's how you should feel,
and that's how they should attack it, because if they go out and win 4 straight games, they will be in the playoffs. So let's see what's going to happen on Friday, and hopefully they bring it.
Hey, facts, y'all. And make sure you stay tapped in right here on the Post Up and LA Sparks Weekly. All of the links will be down in the description. Make sure you follow my homie Mykell Mathieu. We've been at this LA Sparks Weekly thing for 3 seasons, man. We finally popping. Y'all got to definitely check the show out. All right, Mykell, thanks so much for tapping in, and I'll see you on Friday for the next game.
Friday. Yep, Friday. Right. We should be in studio for that one. So come on, man.
We'll hopefully be there. All right, we'll talk soon.
Yeah, peace out.
All right, that's a wrap on the Post Up. I ran my mouth, said what I said, and now it's your turn. Drop a comment, share it, and come back tomorrow, because I'm not done talking. And make sure you follow me on social media at DJ Treacey Treece. That's at DJ TRICEY TRICE. I'll be posted up here, y'all.